Welcome, everyone. The South Huron Committee of Adjustments is called to order at 5 p.m. Are there any disclosure of pecuniary interests at this time? I would ask the Secretary Treasurer to read recommendation.
That South Huron Committee of Adjustment approve the February 18th, 2025 minutes as printed and circulated.
I make a motion.
All carried.
Okay, so next on the agenda, the purpose of this public meeting of the South Huron Committee of Adjustment is to allow the presentation of an application for minor variance and to allow interested members of the public the opportunity to ask questions or offer comments with regards to the application. Written comments must be submitted to myself, the Secretary Treasurer of the committee. Should any members of the public like to be notified in writing of the Committee of Adjustments decision on this application, they are to provide their name and mailing address on the registry located by the door, or they are to contact me directly to be added to the registry. Members of the public do not have the right to appeal the decision. Only the applicant, the Minister of Municipal Affairs and Housing, a specified person under the Planning Act, or public body has interest in the matter may appeal the committee's decision. The application before us is for MV02 2025 McBride. Notice for the minor variance application MV02 2025 McBride was sent on April 10th, 2025 to property owners within 60 meters, 200 feet of the subject property and to agencies requiring notice. And the planner can present his report.
Thank you, Chair and members of the Committee of Adjustment. My name is Victor Kluza, and I'm a senior planner with Huron County Planning and Development, and I've been newly assigned to cover planning services for the municipality of South Huron. And I'm happy to meet you all tonight. The subject application is at 40377 Kirkton Road with the legal description shown on the screen. The owner applicant is Jason McBride, who's present tonight. The subject property is southeast of Exeter in Usborne Ward. It's shown on the maps on the screen. This is primarily an agricultural area. And the purpose of the application is to seek relief from the requirement that an accessory building involving livestock can only be built in the interior side or rear yards of a property. The applicant's house is at the extreme rear of the property, and so they're hoping to build two buildings for horses in the front yard. The two buildings, one would be a horse barn and one would be a shed. And this is an air photo of the subject property. You can see that there was an existing laneway and concrete pad in front of the house that have since been removed. There's now just a single laneway heading out to the road. And essentially that lawned area between the house and Kirkton Road would be where the new horse paddock would be installed. These are the sketches provided by the applicant. So you can see their fenced area for the horses, the two horse-related structures that they're proposing to build. These are in the front yard. However, these are of quite a bit smaller scale than some of the accessory buildings that we'd see out in the agricultural area. And for that reason, and a number of other reasons outlined in the report, we're really not concerned about this changing the primary appearance of the property as being a residential one. The house will still remain visible from the road. The front of the house actually doesn't face out that laneway. It faces to the east. And so in light of that, and the fact that we've received no public concerns about the proposal, no agency concerns, and no staff concerns, we are recommending that the application be approved, as in our opinion it is minor, it's desirable for the appropriate development of the subject property, and maintains generally the intent of the official plan and the zoning bylaw for these properties. And so our recommendation is to approve, and that it be subject to the two conditions shown on the screen. The first one, that the buildings be constructed in general conformity with the submitted site plan and elevation drawings to the satisfaction of the CBO, and that this be valid for a period of 18 months. And I'm happy to answer any questions from the committee.
Thank you for your presentation. Are there any members of the public in attendance that would like to provide comments or has a question? Are there any questions or comments from members of the committee? I would ask the Secretary Treasurer to propose suggestions on the motion.
So recommended suggestions for the motion would include 2A, no public comments were received on this application, so there was no effect on the decision, and 2B, no agency comments were received on this application, so there is no effect on the decision. And I can provide a draft recommendation would be that minor variance MV02 2025 McBride may be approved as per the attached decision sheet. So again, that would be with 2A and 2B and include the conditions that the proposed accessory buildings be constructed in general conformity with the submitted site plan and elevation drawings to the satisfaction of the CBO, and that the variance approval is valid for a period of 18 months from the date of the committee's decision.
Okay, do I have a mover? Councillor Dietrich? Or, sorry, Councillor Leave, sorry, apologies. And seconded by Councillor Dietrich. All in favor? Carried. And do I have a motion to adjourn? Moved by Councillor Neve, seconded by Councillor Dietrich. All in favor? Adjourned.